Welcome to another edition of Rangers Radar. Myself, Jake Howorth, with Nick Leshuk and Jesse Tucker. And first off, I got asked about the Milton IceHawks. Coming from that organization, what was the culture change like when you first stepped in this arena?
It's completely different. The team environment was better. The coaching was better. Everything from the bottom to the top of the organization, it's just the class of it. It's just 10 times better than Milton.
And I talked to you, I think it was December, about your learning curve. What do you think the biggest learning curve was now in being a full-time player?
Just basically getting into the rhythm, getting into the routine and things like that, and basically being in the lineup every night and just giving it your all every game.
How would you describe this locker room?
It's a great locker room. It's one of the best I've had, in my long career through minor hockey and all that. All the boys are tight. We stick together through everything, so it's a great environment. I just love being there.
And there's yourself as a rookie and many others, but what are the veterans teaching you so far in this year?
Just basically to be more confident with the puck. Like, you're going to go through ups and downs through junior and things like that. So they're just always there for you, and they always got your back, and they're always leading the way and teaching you things they got taught from their veterans. So it's just good to have them there.
And I got asked about the new players, Dane, Rudikov. What have they brought to this team early on, only a week in?
I think Rudy has 3 points in 3 games now, so he's obviously brought a bit of scoring that was obviously needed for this team. And Josh Damon just plays with so much energy and speed, and it's so physical. So both great guys to have aboard, especially towards this playoff push. We're looking forward to having them.
And I'm going to ask you guys a quick question about how would you compare your play to anyone in the NHL, past or present? Who would it be?
I think Jonathan Toews, not as serious as he is, but he's definitely a two-way forward, and that's what I like to model my game after, because he can score goals, play defense, and he's a reliable player.
What about you?
I'm going to go with Zach Hyman. Big fan of the Leafs, obviously, but the guy does everything. He can put the puck in the net. You can put him out there with Matthews. You can put him out there with Marlowe. You can throw the guy anywhere. He's just hard in the corners, gets pucks to the net, and just does all the little things. So.
And now I got to ask guys about chirping your own teammates, kind of questionnaire. So who would be the worst chirper on the team? We've had some interesting comments about one guy in particular.
I know there's a lot about Dante out there, but I'm gonna try to change it up. I'm gonna have to go with Noah Robinson. I know, it's like just sitting beside that guy on the bench. Sometimes the stuff he says just doesn't make sense, and I just can't even put it together. So I'm gonna go with Noah.
Best chirper.
I'm definitely gonna go with Sammy Hunter. That guy throws out some pretty good chirps out there, and I don't know. I get a good chuckle out of it on the bench.
Who would be the worst person to bring to a bar as your wingman?
I'm going to have to go with Reeser. Harrison Reese. The guy's got no game whatsoever. I don't know what to say about it. He's just a weird guy.
Who would be the best guy to bring to a bar and help you get with someone?
I think I'm going to go with Sammy Hunter again. That guy's got some mad wheels, he's a good guy, good wingman. He's always for the boys, so I'm going to bring him.
So going to the Hunters, Sam versus William Hunter, if you had to create a tag team match with 2 people on this team to have a really good chance of beating them, who would it be and why?
I don't know. I might have to bring some size into it with Kyle Clark. I know Kyle likes his wrestling, so maybe a little lower center of gravity can take down the Hunters, but who knows? Their guys are tough. So
who would be his tag team partner?
I think I'm going to go with a guy like NJ. He can just grab those boys and ragdoll them around, and, he's pretty tall, so he's got some weight behind him, and he's going to be hard to move.
All right, so who would you want to be stuck on an island with for 60 days straight?
Oh, God. That's a tough one. Maybe Tux. I like Tux. Tux is a good guy, so doesn't really do much to get under my skin. So, I'm going with Tux.
What about you?
I think I'll go with Reeser. I don't know, me and Reeser just fucking joke around all the time and things like that. So we're just good buddies, and it started ever since the starting of the year. So I guess I'd go with him. Other
than obviously the captain, alternate captain, who's really the dad on this team?
Definitely James Fletcher. 100% without a doubt, James. Yeah.
So who's the most goofiest guy on the team that just gets everyone laughing?
I'm gonna go with Sammy or Willie. Those guys just throw some good jokes out there, and all the boys laugh. All the stuff they say is just jokes.
So who has the hardest shot on the forwards crew?
That's tough. Either I'm gonna go between Campoli and Gottschalk. I don't think Gottschalk gets really enough credit. He's got a really hard shot. So
what about the defensive crew?
I'm going to go with probably Sammy again. Like, I'm saying Sammy a lot, but this guy's got a bomb back there, so, yeah.
How would you describe head coach Jeff Samogi's coaching style?
I think he's definitely tougher on us. But, I guess at the end of the day, you kind of work through it. And he is there to coach us, not necessarily be our best friend all the time. But, I mean, it's, what he does works. So.
Oh, well. And for the goalies, goalies are usually odd cats. If you had to target between Jed and Colby, who's the oddest one out of the two?
I'm going to go with Kobe. Like, his pregame rituals before when he starts is pretty weird. Like, he doesn't talk to anybody. At least Jetter's in the Suey games, and he's social. But Kobe, I'm going to go with Kobe. He's pretty weird.
Well, that's all the time we have in Rangers Radar. Myself, Jake Howorth, Nick Leshuk, Jesse Tucker. We'll catch you guys next week right here